Hello dear students, now let us continue the Coulomb's law concept. Now today let us discuss that vector form of Coulomb's law. We know that force is a vector quantity, therefore it is very important to know what is the direction of force acting on a given charge. So now for example let us consider two charges. Here this is Q1 is the first charge and Q2 is the second charge. Here plus or minus, here also plus or minus means plus to plus means when first charge is the positive, then if second charge is also positive, if first charge is negative, then second charge is also negative. Means what? This diagram indicating the two similar charges. Means what? Both charges should have same symbol. Means what? Either plus of both of them or minus of both of them. Now R bar is the position vector acting from first charge to second charge. You see the direction of this R bar arrow mark, and R cap is the unit vector between two charges. So now then the force in vector form is given by the force on the second charge F21 by the first charge 1. F21 bar is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square into R cap. In the first year in vector we have discussed that to convert one vector form in scalar form into vector form, the magnitude we should multiply with the unit vector, and this is the magnitude of the force between the two charges. We know that, and here in place of the R cap we can write its formula. The R cap is equal to given vector by its magnitude. R is the distance between the two charges or magnitude of the position vector, and therefore now here the force between the two charges, I mean the force on the second charge by the first charge is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R cube. Here R into R square becomes R cube into R bar. Let's suppose this is equation number 1. Similarly, if you see the diagram, this R bar is acting in the same direction of F21. Therefore, F21 direction is this side and R bar is also this side only. Therefore, now here I have taken, this is the plus I have taken. But when you come to the matter of the force on the first charge by the second charge, means what? F21 is the force applied by the first charge on the second charge. F12 is the force on the first charge by the second charge. Therefore, now for this here we have taken negative y because F12 acting this side and R bar is in opposite direction. Therefore, minus R bar. And if you bring the minus R bar in front side, you can get F12 bar is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R cube into R bar. If you observe the equation 1 and 2, both are similar but only the minus is different. Therefore, now from 1 and 2 you can write that F21 bar is equal to minus F12 bar, and this formula is nothing but Newton's third law. In the Newton's laws of motion first year we have discussed. Therefore, now the Coulomb's law always follows the Newton's third law, and here equal indicates that both are equal in magnitude. Means what? How much second charge apply the force on the first charge, thus first charge also applies the same amount of the force on the second charge. Therefore, both are equal in magnitude. For example, if it is a 20 Newton, this is also 20 Newton. If it is 30 Newton, this is also 30 Newton. But both are always acting in opposite direction. That sense can be known by using this one. This is nothing but the Newton's third law. Therefore, we can confirm that the Coulomb's law of electric force of attraction between any two charges always follows the Newton's third law. Therefore, as their magnitudes are equal, you can write F12 is equal to F21. Just these are the magnitude, these are the not vector form. Therefore, now you can write F12 by F21 is equal to 1. So now here the direction for opposite charges. Generally here what I told you, here plus to plus or minus to minus. So when plus to plus or minus to minus you have taken, this is a diagram for the similar charges. If you consider the opposite charges, means what? If you take first charge is the positive charge, then the second charge is the negative. If you take the second charge is the negative charge, then first charge is the if the first charge is the negative charge and the second charge is the positive. For the opposite, now the forces of the forces, electric forces between them having the direction as shown, and here these two are indicating that attraction each other, and these are indicating the repulsion each other. You see the diagram here, this force acting this side, this force acting this side. Therefore, for the similar charges, the force of electric force between them is always repulsive. Repulsive means away from each other, and here attraction means the two forces must and should be in towards each other. And one more point is that in this case also both are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. You see F12 bar acting towards the second charge and F21 bar is acting towards the first charge. Both are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. The direction of force on any charge depends on the nature of the charges. Already I told you, for example, this is a very important conclusion finally. So for example, let us consider two charges, that is plus Q and plus capital Q. Both are the similar charges. I means what? Both are having the same nature of the charge. So here what is the force on the, here in the question if they will ask what is the force on the plus Q, then here both are positive. When both are positive, this charge capital Q trying to push the small q. Therefore, now the force is always acting away from the charge. Therefore, on which particle we have to consider the charge? On the small q we have to consider, or we have to calculate the charge force. Then the force on this charge is always away. And for example, in this case, if the second charge is the negative charge, then the force of, it is the force of attraction. The force of attraction always towards the charge. And now here for negative charges means what? For example, if you take this is the minus q and this is the plus q, then here this is positive, this is negative. Again, the force of attraction. Force of attraction always towards the charge. Therefore, here one more point you keep in mind. On which charge we are considering the force, on which charge you are calculating the force, on that charge only we have to indicate the direction of the force. Here we are calculating the charge on the small minus q, not on the capital Q. Therefore, from this only we have to decide the direction of the force acting. Therefore, for example, here second charge is negative and here our charge is also negative. Therefore, once again both are the similar. As I told you, here also both are similar charges. Force is always away or repulsive force, and here these two charges are same. Therefore, the force is always away or repulsive charge. Therefore, now in all of above cases, therefore in all these three cases, the magnitude of the force is always same. In all above cases, the force between them F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. And dear students, these diagrams are very important. Please once again you note that and you take the screenshot and you analyze these diagrams, and you can conclude one condition that so what is the force of attraction, what is the direction of the force between them, and what is the force of repulsion, how the direction is there. And one more important point, that on which charge you are going to calculate the force, from that charge only we have to show the direction of the force. That is very important. And before solving the problems in electric charges and fields, please all of you compulsory just to refer the vectors in the first year topic. Dear students, now let us discuss some problems on the Coulomb's law or electric force. That is the first question is, the force of attraction between two equal and opposite charges is 36 into 10 power 3 Newton in free space. The number of electrons shared between them when rubbed each other and placed 1 meter apart. Therefore, now in this problem they have given the force, they have not given the charges, and they have given 1 meter distance also, and they have given one more hint point, that is they are placed in the free space. This is the force in the free space. And the question is how many number of electrons shared. Here the question is not demanding to calculate the charge. They are asking how many number of electrons are shared. So now first of all we know that from the quantization principle we know that Q is equal to N into E, and the number of electrons N is equal to Q by E. And from the Coulomb's law, we know that the force between them F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by R square. As both are equal charges, therefore Q1 and Q2 both are equal. Let it be, that is the Q, and for Q into Q it becomes the Q square by R square. And you substitute the values. F is equal to 36 into 10 power 3 and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value is 9 into 10 power 9. And here Q we don't know, we have to calculate the Q value first, and R is equal to, they saved 1 meter apart in the free space, therefore now 1 square. And by rearranging them we can get Q square is equal to 36 into 36 into 10 power 3 by 9 into 10 power 9, that is equal to, if you simplify, 9 ones are 9 fours are, and 10 power 9 goes upside, it becomes 10 power minus 6. Therefore now here Q square is equal to 4 into 10 power minus 6, then Q is equal to under root of 4 into 10 power minus 6. By solving you will get the charge value, that is the Q is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3 coulomb. But the question, they are not asking the amount of the charge on each particle, they are asking what is the number of electrons it lost or gained. Therefore now from the formula in the equation number 1, so the number of electron n is equal to Q by E. This value of the Q you substitute there, you will get the answer that n is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Therefore now the number of electrons gained or lost by any one of the two charges is equal to 1.25 into 10 power 16 electrons. Now let us discuss the third problem. The force between any two charges is F naught when placed in air. If each charge becomes the double and the distance becomes half and placed in a medium of dielectric constant 4, the new force is. Here I have given options also. Just once again you observe the question carefully. And you see here, let us suppose they have not given any values of the charge. Let us consider Q and capital Q are the charges and R is the distance between them. According to question, they put initially in the free space. In the free space, the force F naught is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Let us suppose equation number 1. And according to the question, they said that each value of the charge becomes the double. Therefore now here Q becomes double. Therefore the new Q dash is equal to 2Q, and the second charge also becomes the double. Therefore Q dash is equal to 2Q, and the distance, new distance become half. Therefore now the initial distance I considered R, but the final distance I consider R by 2. Therefore, and initially the two charges they have given in the air, but in the second case they are not in the air. Now they are in the medium of that medium dielectric constant K is equal to 4 they have given. Now let us suppose the new force is, the new force F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon. Here I am not taking the epsilon naught. Why? Because the two charges placed in medium. Therefore now Q dash by Q dash into Q dash by R dash whole square, and just you substitute the all values of our consideration. Therefore 1 by 4 pi. Here in place of the mu I substituted epsilon. In place of the epsilon I substituted the epsilon naught K, because you see the previous video I have given there. Therefore now 2Q into 2Q by R by 2 whole square, and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. In place of the K I am substituting the 4, and in place this 2 and 2 becomes the 4QQ and R by 2 whole square. Therefore R square by 4, and this 4 goes upside, this 4 and this 4 cancel. Therefore now here when this 4 goes upside, it becomes a 4 into 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. This 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square is nothing but, that is equation number 1. That equation number 1, that is equal to F naught, and just you substitute there, you can get the F is equal to 4 F naught. Therefore when the charges become double and distance become half and placed in a dielectric medium, therefore the new force becomes the 4 times of the initial force between the two charges. Now let us discuss the second problem. A charge Q is placed at the center of line joining the two equal and similar charges, that is capital Q. If the system is in equilibrium, the value of small q is. This is a very important model and they asked many times in the examination. And once again, just you observe the question what they are asking now. So here first of all you have to understand what is the meaning of equilibrium. Already this concept of equilibrium you have studied in the first year Newton laws of motion. When a body is at rest, the net force acting on the body is 0, then the body or the particle is called as under equilibrium. According to the question, let us consider the two charges they have given. Two are similar, means what both are same nature. if the first one is the positive, second one is also must and should be positive, and both are similar and equal amount of the charge. That's why both have taken same amount of the charge and similar charges. And in between them, let us consider the distance they have not given. Let us consider the distances are at the center of these two charges. They put one another charge. The charge is Q. Here the total system is in equilibrium. Means what? The charge on the first, the force on the first charge, force on the second charge, force on the third charge also compulsory is 0. Means what? All these three particles are under equilibrium condition. Let us consider what is that under this condition. To keep this total system is in equilibrium condition, the question what is the value of the Q they are asking. Now in this case, let us calculate the force on the first charge applied by the second and third charge. So now force on the first charge, the force on the first charge applied by the third charge, that is given by F13 is equal to K Q square by R square. How you are getting here? In place of the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, I am substituting just K, and here first charge is Q, second third charge is also Q, Q into Q, because formula Q1 Q2, therefore Q into Q, it becomes a Q square, the distance between them R square. And this is the force acting on the first charge applied by the third charge, therefore F13 is equal to K Q square by R square. And now the force on the first charge applied by the third charge, force on the first by the second charge, F12 is equal to K Q by R by 2 whole square. Here this is the second charge and this is the first charge, therefore now the distance between them is R by 2. Once again you see the diagram here, they have given the distance between the Q and Q is R by 2. Therefore now here the distance between them is I have substituted as R by 2, and therefore now you will get that K Q by R by 2 whole square, R square by 4. This 4 goes upside, it becomes 4 K Q by R square. Therefore the total force on the first charge is F is equal to F12 plus F13. Therefore this is the sum of the two forces acting on. But when the particle is in equilibrium, as I told you, the net force acting on the that particle must and should be 0. Therefore in place of the F you substitute 0, then you will get that F12 plus F13 is equal to 0. You substitute the values of F12 and F13, you will get that as that 0. Therefore now here in place of the F12 you substitute its value, and in place of the F13 you substitute its value, and here K capital Q by R square is common in both the terms. Therefore now K Q by R square you take out the common, and in this first term the remaining is 4Q, and in the second term that is remaining is capital Q. Therefore now here we can say product of them is equal to 0. Therefore now you can take 4Q plus Q is equal to 0. Therefore now from this you can solve that Q is equal to minus Q by 4. Means what? Here in the question, when in place of the small q, if you place minus Q by 4, means what? 1/4 of the given two charges with opposite sign. Here we got minus Q by 4. That minus means what? Opposite charge of them we have to substitute. Therefore now that much of the charge, what is that? That is Q is equal to minus Q by 4 is a suitable charge to put in between them to get the equilibrium of all three charges. Now dear students, let us discuss the last problem. That is two charges 1 millicoulomb and 5 microcoulomb are placed at 6, 5 and 3, 1 centimeter respectively in XY plane. The magnitude of the force between them is very nice problem. And here one more important observation point is that the two charges they have not given in proper unit, they have given in practical unit, that is millicoulomb and microcoulomb. And here the x coordinate and y coordinates they have given the first charge coordinate 6, 5 and second charge coordinates at 3, 1, and that too they are given in that centimeter. Please keep in mind they are not in meters. Therefore here we have to take care of units particularly. So now generally, first of all, according to the term, the position vector of charges, first of all this given coordinate point convert into position vector. Therefore when you this 6, 5 is converting into position vector, that becomes R1 bar is equal to 6 I cap plus 5 j cap, and R2 bar is equal to, for the second charge it's position vector R2 bar is equal to 3 I cap plus j cap. These 2 points already, this vector, position vector we have discussed in the first year only, everybody knows that. And now the position vector between them is R bar is equal to R2 bar minus R1 bar. Just you substitute the R2 bar value, R1 bar value, and just you simplify it, you can get that the position vector between the two charges is r bar is equal to minus 3 I cap minus 4 j cap. Therefore, when you know the vector in the form of the coordinate form or in a position vector form, the distance between them or the magnitude of the distance between them, position vector is given by r is equal to minus 3 whole square minus 4 whole square. If you simplify, you will get that r is equal to 5 centimeter, and here 5 into 10 power minus 2 meter. And here once again I am calculating that r square is equal to 25 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Just use square it. Why? Because we need the r square, not r. Therefore, now once again you convert the units into proper units of the charges into proper units. Q1 is equal to 1 millicoulomb. Milli means 10 power minus 3, and here Q2 is equal to 5 micro. Micro means 10 power minus 6 coulomb. Therefore, now they are asking the what is the force between them. Therefore, just you substitute the values in the force formula. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. Just you substitute there, and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value 9 into 10 power 9, and Q1 value 1 into 10 power minus 3, and Q2 value 5 into 10 power minus 6, and r square value already I have given there. Just you see this value, and I have given, and 25 into 10 power minus 4, and just if you substitute there, you can get that final value 9 into 5 into 10 power 4 by 25. Simplify it, you can get that answer between them. F is equal to 18 into 10 power 3 Newton. This is the answer for that question. And in the similar way, please all of you solve this problem also. Two charges, 1 coulomb and 4 nano coulomb with the position vectors 2i plus 3j plus 4k and 3i plus j minus 2k are placed in a medium of dielectric constant of value 3. What is the electric force between them? Here in the fourth question I have given just coordinates. Here directly I have given the position vectors of the two charges. First of all, find out the position vector between them. R bar is equal to R2 bar minus R1 bar. Consider this is the R2 bar and this is the R1 bar, and also just you convert this 4 nano coulomb. Already I have given the proper units, and I have given that practical units also. Just by seeing the data, just you solve this problem, all of you.